Zero to Crypto here. Welcome back to another episode. This video is not financial advice. Instead, is to track my personal journey. Thank you for joining me. Zero to Crypto and welcome back to another episode. Good afternoon, good morning, or evening. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like on the way in, as you do know it helps get this video out to more good folks like yourself. And if this is your first time, hit that subscribe and the notification bell. I will and do post regularly and will be posting even more in the coming weeks and months ahead. So thank you. We will jump right on in. A lot of things have happened since my last video in the crypto market. The Terra Luna collapse was something unreal. I cannot express how sad I am for those who lost money. I mean, when I tell you that folks lost money within a short amount of time, I mean, some of this, like within 24 hours, I mean, within hours, this was quite a tragedy. And if you look Terra Luna and the how their stablecoin became unpegged from the dollar, it is just gut-wrenching. Be careful out there, folks. Is all I'm trying to say is be careful. Know what you're investing in, and do understand this is crypto, and there are uncertainties with a lot of these blockchains and a lot of these cryptos and use cases below. As you go further down this list, it gets scary. And, I'm really heavily invested in Cardano, and I do really love Cardano and appreciate where they're doing and how they've fared the storm of this bear market. I am invested in Cardano as a retirement, as a hedge against inflation for my children's future as well. The money, the profit from Cardano. And I, because I don't need that money, and because that money is holding tight, I have the upper hand. I know that a lot of you folks out there did not anticipate these bear markets and or the links that we would be down here. And some of you, including folks that I know, had to cash out at these losses. And I also feel my deepest sympathies for them as well. And it's a lot of it is for me too, in the beginning, not really understanding some of the risks that are involved with crypto and even in the stock market. I mean, look at some of these in the stock market. I mean, you look at Amazon down 40% in the last 6 months. You look at Netflix down 40, 50, 60%. It's not just crypto, folks, but when it happens in crypto, it freaks everyone out even more, because there isn't the history that we can use and kind of see how we fared in the past. There's so much more uncertainty. But I am confident in Cardano. And this video is not just about Cardano, but if you're invested in Ethereum, if you're an investor in, Bitcoin, do understand that, what you're investing in, and have a plan, have a short, medium, and long-term plan, an exit strategy, or selling in profits. That is also something that even the most advanced and strategic, seasoned investors don't do. So with that being said, I will get right on into my video, and I wanted to go through the top 10, 23,100 for Bitcoin. You can tell it's been a minute on my videos, and but really highlighting the 90-day over here. So we are down 30% on Bitcoin in 90-day, and it's really just hand in hand with Ethereum. That's also kind of, I feel like, a little bit of market manipulation. The market movers at work. Ethereum at 1700, BNB 315, XRP 37 cents, Cardano 51 cents, Solana 40, basically $40.50, and Polkadot $8.70. We also have Avalanche at 25.64. If you look at Avalanche over the last 30 days, down 50%. And, Cardano, down 30%. So hand in hand with Ethereum and Bitcoin. And the real big picture, guys, is what I want to make today's video about is just to remind you guys about the DeFi opportunities that are out there. And to start now in these bear markets looking for the DeFi opportunities that are out there, because they are really, really, really at lows that could go lower. So don't I'm not a financial advisor, but they're very, very appealing at these prices. And I think if you do a little due diligence in the DeFi space, you'll see Cardano as one of the main contenders, just beneath Ethereum and then Solana in the DeFi space. And I want to bring you to this here, 24-hour transaction volume. This is basically transactions of all of the cryptos, the main, the top 22, and their transaction volume regardless of smart contract or currencies. And when you look at the smart contract capability, Cardano's number one. We do about $6 billion in 24-hour transaction volume, just $58,000 in fees, and Ethereum's at just over $3 billion with right under $600,000 in fees. So that's just amazing. And hand in hand, yes, Ethereum is has first mover advantage, and they really are, in my opinion, the birth of smart contracts. But their fees are astronomical. They're going through a merge right now, and who knows, the future of Ethereum is really uncertain. They have a lot to work through here to get through this upgrade from proof of work to proof of stake, and they're really having trouble because they went so long under proof of work. There's a lot of comparisons, like rebuilding a car while you're driving down the street. That's how hard it will be for Ethereum to do that from where they are today to go from proof of work to proof of stake. So that could really leave Cardano as the number one contender. And this is all coming to play out right now. If you do your due diligence, you look at Cardano and Ethereum, and here's Cardano's ecosystem. If you look here, and it's just grown just astronomically, and the Vassal hard fork was delayed. So I will, we'll throw that out there, not trying to, hands down Cardano, but Cardano's working through some issues, far less issues than what Ethereum has, but security for Cardano is number one, and that is mainly what the hangups and holdups at this point that had greatly to do with the hard fork combinator delay initially. So you can't fault them for that. When you look at the pool PM, the Cardano, this is 33,700,000,000 Cardano ADA. 72.6 of that is staked on the network, yielding rewards, verifying transactions on the blockchain. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, that's staked. I'll leave a link in the description that goes into greater links in regards to how to earn rewards with staking. I will also show you that Cardano is still holding in there at $121 million total value locked in the DeFi space. This is really what this total value locked is. If you can see here, DeFi Llama. For those of you who are not familiar, DeFi Llama has to do with the DeFi locked in a blockchain. I want to read you and leave this link in the description And this is just to remind you guys, this is Forbes. This article was just a couple of months ago, and I just kind of stumbled across it. The term DeFi, which is short for decentralized finance, basically, which is what I said in 2018, it's kind of Ethereum brought that into light. It's ballooned in size, blah, 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 blah. So let me get down to here. So DeFi emerging as an exciting new financial technology, taking on the centralized banking and finance sector. Unlike traditional finance, where a company, bank, or fund is responsible for your money, with DeFi, only you, the investor, are responsible. It uses a combination of existing blockchain-related technologies like digital asset, wallets, and smart contracts to create a financial ecosystem primed to bypass banks, brokers, and exchanges. Basically, anyone or anything that traditionally manages and processes financial services. And just down here, you know, a lot of this is aimed to not just in the United States, but worldwide. At the same time, it lends itself to a greater transparency for financial transacting while democratizing access and ownership, helping the estimated 1.7 billion people globally who are unbanked. And, you know, we'll throw this in here. Despite swift rise to fame, DeFi technology is still in its infancy. It hasn't had years of stress testing at scale to sort out issues. That means funds could be lost or put at risk. And DeFi has been thriving in the absence of rules and regulations, which means there's lack of consumer protection. And that's in the making, actually. There are regulations coming to DeFi and to crypto as a whole. So right here, just to kind of take blockchain, for instance, initially banks were skeptical to adopt. Now a number of major banks are investing in crypto and blockchain related companies. DeFi faces the same scenario as traditional financial institutions begin to realize that DeFi is here to stay. They can get on board implementing this technology into their existing framework. IGN Bank presents a great example, that's true, of potential for collaboration in this space. And that is true. They're one of the first movers into that space to bridge that gap. And basically down here, it goes on to say in this article, I really like it kind of just says, well, maybe they can coexist. You know, DeFi innovation is ripe for opportunity, opening the door to new and better ways to serve customers. Instead of taking down centralized banking, DeFi might very well be the thing that future-proofs it. Why not? I mean, there's room. I mean, DeFi is not going to take over, you know, financial institutions. And, you know, I mean, that's just absurd to think that that's like electric cars are going to be in 5 years. We're going to have no gasoline cars. I mean, that's not going to happen. I mean, it would take 50, 60, 100 years even to slowly have that mass adoption to take place. I mean, it would take a lot of time. I want to forward you guys here this link, leave it in the description, and Cardano.org, making the world work better for all. And just really goes into, if you guys haven't really taken a deep dive into Cardano, this is the best way to do it. Just come here to Cardano.org, start peeking around. That's how I got sucked in. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I do really appreciate you guys. I'm going to have some more content for you probably later today or tomorrow. I just want to remind you guys that the DeFi opportunity is here, and Cardano is like basically the number 2 contender in the DeFi space. And even though we're in a bear market, our bull market is coming. When it does, Cardano, amongst others, will take front and center stage. Get ready, guys. I just really hope that you really do your due diligence in anything you invest in, and be safe out there, guys. Thanks.